Hi YouTubers, it's Smoking SC787 again. For the first time today, only video today, like usual. I'm going to delay the part 2 in the series of my humidor till tomorrow. Sorry guys. Because I have a pipe tracker review for you tonight. Our pipe tracker review. Tonight, we have Pease Blackpoint pipe tobacco. Again, some people pronounce this or say it Pease Blackpoint, but I say it Pease. It's kind of like I say tomato, you say tomato, so or potato, whatever. So anyway, Pease Blackpoint. The description of the tin is too long to read. I don't want to bore you with reading it because I want to make this a pretty high quality video. So anyway, this pipe tobacco contains 4 primary tobaccos: Virginia, Latakia, Perique, and Oriental. And let me tell you, it's a pretty good blend. When you first open the tin and smell it, you can tell the Latakia is there. Any blend, I think I just realized, any blend of Latakia, unless it's a very light English blend, which most English blends have Latakia, you can pretty much automatically tell that it has Latakia because you can really smell that really strong Latakia smell, like a campfire or charcoal smell. People describe Latakia different ways. Some people describe it as charcoal, campfire, burning wood, burning leaves, etc. Now, excuse me, I would say this is a good medium to full-bodied English blend, and I'm about to discuss with you guys the strength of this tobacco, the nicotine content of this tobacco. The nicotine content of this tobacco is a solid medium. It does have a fair amount of nicotine to it. It won't make you feel sick or, really dizzy from smoking it. But if you smoke it early in the morning, especially if you haven't had anything to eat yet, it might make you feel a little dizzy. For me, it makes me feel more shaky a little bit. It makes my hands feel a little bit shaky. I don't know, but that's the strength of the tobacco. I'd say try to smoke it when you have something in your stomach, or later in the afternoon and evening, rather than in the morning. But it's still a good morning tobacco. It won't overwhelm you. It's not super strong like Irish Flake or Bow-Legged Bear, nothing like that. So that's the strength of this tobacco. The body of this tobacco, I would say the body is probably a good medium to full. It's not overpowering, but there is plenty of body there. It's not bland at all. You will taste predominantly the Latakia and the Perique. The Oriental can be detected a little bit, but mainly it's the Latakia and the Perique. The Perique is a very spicy, almost peppery-like flavor to it, which is kind of nice. Depends if you like it or not. The Virginia, for me, isn't really detectable, but it comes on the aftertaste as you exhale. So, but predominantly it's the Latakia and Perique. The flavors of tobacco. There's no flavors. There's no additives. There's no ambientants. Just unflavored, pure tobacco. The room note of this tobacco. Now this is kind of interesting. It depends on where you smoke it. The room note, as many of you know, is the smell of the tobacco to other people. And more often than not, in today's world, that other person is going to be a non-smoker. So, if you smoke this tobacco in an open area, like I smoked it outside next to my pool, it's not really terribly offensive. It actually smells decent. But if you smoke this tobacco in a closed space, like a garage, for example, I smoked it in my garage, it is very offensive and strong to non-smokers because it smells very strong, smoky. It's not going to stink like a cigarette, but it's going to smell more stronger, more smoky. You get what I'm saying, right? I mean, I think you understand what I'm saying. The tongue bite of this tobacco. This is going to be interesting also. Very interesting. The tongue bite. In the first third of the bowl, there's no tongue bite whatsoever. In the second third, as you approach the halfway point, no tongue bite, unless you're puffing too hard, which you shouldn't be. You should always sip your pipe, like a drink. You should never puff too hard, because that is just a great way to get tongue bite. But as you go into the last third of the bowl, especially when you're down to the very, very embers of the tobacco, there is quite a bit of tongue bite in the last third of the bowl. Quite a bit of tongue bite. I burned my tongue pretty bad on this tobacco last night or the night before, so be careful in the last third of the bowl, because it's not pain. You're not going to experience pain. Your tongue is not going to hurt the next day. But as far as I can tell, but you are going to get like a burning sensation in your tongue, and maybe a little bit of numbness on your tongue for this. So I would not recommend drinking a lot of alcohol with this tobacco, or a lot of soda or carbonated beverages. So try to protect your tongue from the tobacco by drinking water, especially water. So would I recommend or suggest this pipe tobacco to a never pipe smoker? Yes. If you do like English ones, this is a must-try for English one. If you would classify this as an English one, which I do, because it starts with a base of Virginia and then goes with Latakia and Perique and Oriental. The only thing is, this is one of the few English ones that does bite. So, for your newer, less experienced pipe smoker, it might be a little disappointing because you might get tongue bite from this tobacco. But if you're a more experienced pipe smoker and you've been smoking for a while, like I have, I've been smoking pipes seriously for, well over 2 years, so then it's not going to be that bad. But for your less experienced pipe smoker, you're a more newbie pipe smoker, this could kind of irritate their tongue from just the fact that it bites. So overall, for a rating for this tobacco, I would have to give this tobacco about a 7.5 out of 10. Not bad. There are much better English ones out there, like Dunhill's Nightcap, Dunhill's X65, Old Ironside, Northwoods from Boswell. There are better English blends out there, but this is a decent English blend. A 7.5 out of 10 is about a C+ in my book. It's not, oh my god, that's great, but it's not like, oh, that sucks, it's a terrible blend, that totally sucks, But, try it. It's a pretty easy tobacco to obtain, Pipes and Cigars will have it. SmokingPipes.com will have it, most likely. And even a lot of local tobacconists, brick and mortar B&Ms will have a lot of the GLPs or Greg Pease tobacco. So, anyway, that was a pretty long review, but I wanted to, talk about everything I wanted to talk about, and, yeah. So, peace out, bye, see you guys later, and tomorrow will be probably part 2 in the series of my humidor. So, peace out, bye, see you guys later, and 7.5 out of 10 for GLPs or Greg Pease Blackpoint. Peace out, bye.